Yeah, whatever it is. Okay. Yeah, but I lost all my people. All the other viewers are all gone. I lost everybody. It means that yeah, it like kicked them out. I have to start over. I don't even know if I'll keep people around or not. This is terrible. It's a complete. No, that's exactly. I don't know if there's a way to get them back or what to do. Okay, so I'm here again. Let's see. Okay, we got one. So they'll find their way back in here. Hopefully. Decent return is going to be negated by the penalty flag. Colts will have bad field position to start this drive. 21-14. 9.5 to go. All right, here we go. Start of the 20. We're getting some people here back on. Sorry for the internet issues, boys and girls. Here's a complete pass to Taylor as they start at the 20. Give him 6. Clock will move. 9:20 to go. Live price is 9 or 7. There's some 7.5 as well. 69 flat. I haven't seen an NFL game in the 70s in quite some time. I don't think there might have been one on Sunday. I wasn't around, but I don't think the live price ever got anywhere near this. Complete laydown by the Dolphins. At some point, that was probably coming. Taking a lot of time here. Still only a 4-man rush. Rivers. This time they're going to get him. West the sack. Colts will go back 7. Be 3rd and 12. Yeah, there's really not much you can say there. Yeah, it can't happen. Showing blitz. They don't come. Only 4 again. Rivers is back. He buys time. He rolls left. Dumps it off. It's caught. Pittman's going to be about 2 yards short. Colts are probably going to have to punt. I don't think he will. No, they'll punt. Niners break and serve for the first time tonight. Colts will kick it from the 28. Clock will move inside of 7 minutes. Sanchez. This is a bomb back to the 17, and it's fair caught there. 55-yard punt no return. his thoughts is correct. They might have been told not to. There's some coaches that flat out just tell you don't. Really good at that. Belichick was really good at that. About not he would just he would refuse to allow his special teams people to give penalties. He would just he didn't care where they started. He just didn't want to go backwards. Wherever they punt it to is where we start. Um, it's out. Only reason I want to say they do, but I'm not sure. That the ACC is a mess. Some of the teams play 9 games. Some of them play 8. Some of them play 9. It's like it's a joke. Like if you have two teams, non-conference game. That's exactly right. Yep. It's because they would scheduled it before. Hang on, needed. Oh yeah, somebody dropped somebody, or yeah, something happened. So they were like, we'll just play each other. Yeah, and they were like, well, you guys are going to play each other, but it's not going to count in the standings. And then it's funny, Virginia loses, and then they go on and win a bajillion games in a row against them. And then they lost to Duke. Yeah. 7:09 left. 21-14 Niners. Live price 7.5. 7 minus money up to 8.5. 8.5 flats are out there. Total 66.5 and 67, and there's a 67.5. Still nothing for me at this point. Need to see another drive. Need to see if the Colts are going to find a way to ever stop these guys. They're just not a good. They're not. They don't. They don't. The schemes don't align with the player talent up front for blocking, and they just don't. They're just not as good at it. Got him. Oh man, look at how bad of a break this is. Now he throws a block, and they're going to get positive yardage out of it. Farrell with the catch or the whatever fumble recovery, one or the other. Yeah, so the guy who got the fumble is the one who got beat on the block. That happens again. Yeah, they still gave up 3 because I have a feeling they're going to try to attack 89 when he's in there to be the blocker. He's not as good at that as yeah. Already back too much time. McCaffrey was ran a wheel. Yeah, they did. 6:18 to go. One of my friends who's a Niner fan says that they better make hay this year because next year he's probably gonna get hurt again. He seems like every year McCaffrey's hurt and then he's healthy and then he's hurt and then he's healthy. Man rush again. Purdy throws it. Kittle bounce first down. There's a flag. Purdy get hit in the finger. Penalties against the Colts decline. 6:07. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen a team go up and down the field against them for this long. I can't hardly believe they gave him that much. Niners lining up in a big formation here. It's a toss to McCaffrey. He bangs his way through for about 2. Out to the 36. Too much time. Only rushed 3 this time. More down to the 41, first down Niners. 8 of 24. Clock will move inside of 5 minutes as the Niners have it at the Indy 41. Here's a toss to McCaffrey again. Breaks the tackle, gets down. Give him 2. Second 8 Niners. Clock moves down inside of 4:20 to go in the first half. Purdy in the gun. Play fake, fires over the middle, complete. Kittle again, 21. First down Niners after a 16-yard gain to the 22. Juszczyk back in there again. Purdy throws it to the right. Caught. Bourne. Down inside the 10. That's the catch he was talking about that gets him his bonus. Clock will move down to 3 minutes to go in the half when this ball snapped again. First and 10 at the 11, which is no good. Colts can't use any of their timeouts just yet. You may see one after this play. Trips left, toss McCaffrey, bangs it up the middle. Give him 4 to the 7. Clock moves down inside of 2:30 to go before the half. 10-second difference between the 2-minute warning and when they have to snap it here. Purdy dumps it off McCaffrey at the 6. This time they get nothing. Clock will run down to the 2-minute warning unless there's a timeout called. Colts have decided that they want to use their timeouts on offense. And Action points, no cap, no sound on Twitch, yes sound on YouTube. Thanks for that action cap. I don't know why. Is this better now? If not, I had to restart the feed. Sorry about that. I don't know how to fix it. Start replay buffer. Test widgets, schedule, stream. I don't know. Let me see if I can see on YouTube what's going on. I restarted the feed on YouTube. I don't know how to fit. Yeah, I don't know how to fix the internet with the new feed. I'm not sure. No, but there's no sound on Twitch. Yes, on YouTube. I don't know how to fix that. Like I'm using Streamlabs, and that's the one that allows me to do YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And I would the Twitch feed's the one that I want more attention to. I want people to be watching that, not the other one. But now it's a situation where YouTube works and Twitch doesn't. Even though it says I had 5 viewers, now it's down to 4. But the guy just came and said, no sound on Twitch, yes sound on YouTube. So something's not right that I don't know how to fix. That's not my thing. So I may have to log off at halftime and try again, just start over. It's not only that, it's the fact that I'm not a tech guy to begin with. I bought Twitch for Dummies. Uh-huh. Or they learn it themselves. Streaming and podcasts are different. Podcasts are taped most of the time, and they edit it and they make it to where it's nice. And this is not. This is just yeah. But this is usually, like I said, most of the ones that are professionally done are done taped, and then they release them at a certain time every week, and it's consistent. And they have people helping to edit it. This is not that. This is me watching the game live, streaming random streaming of thoughts. 2 minute warning. Colts have all three timeouts. Niners 2, 3rd and 6 at the 7. Yep. Purdy takes a shot to Kittle, and it's incomplete. Had one hand on it, couldn't get the other one. 40 in coverage for the Colts was good enough. Yeah, they'll kick. 155 left at 4th and 6. Colts will have 1 minute and 50 seconds, give or take, to work with all three timeouts. Nah, you're trying to score a touchdown there if you can. Nah, I mean, of course he has, but I mean, they're not. The Colts are going to let him beat him down there. Snap down up and good from 25. The Niners have scored on all 4 of their first half drives, and they take a 24-14 lead. I think not only that, you need 7. Like 3 ain't going to cut it if your defense can't ever stop them from scoring. If you go in 24-21 after all this shit that's happened so far, you cannot be nothing but happy. Like that's. I mean, that's got aggressive. Yeah, yeah. This is a significant sequence of events here. Indy needs points, but probably doesn't need 3, needs 7. And certainly, the most important thing is you cannot give the Niners the ball back under any circumstances. I've thought that a few times this year. But the biggest thing is you just whatever they can't get the ball back. Like the Niners getting the ball back would just be malpractice on everybody's part. I hope not. Well, I'm saying they could. That's exactly what could happen. Or say they throw an incomplete pass and then they run on second down, and then the Niners call timeout, and then they right. So if the Colts go 3 and out, the Niners will have another timeout and another minute to score. That's right. Touchback to the 35 is the best. I noticed that the Rams of Thursday night just kept kicking to the end zone. They didn't care. They like Seattle can start at the 35. We're not going to let the return guy beat us. They just for every kickoff was a touchback. Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't like they thought about it. Just like we'll let you start at the 35, and we're not going to give you a chance to do anything else, which is interesting because that's not the strategy the Rams used earlier this year. When they played the Eagles week 2 or 3. They kept kicking it off down there inside the 5. Gave them all kinds of troubles. No clue. I didn't have a good enough look. At the 35, 151 left. Play fake. Plenty of time. He takes a shot. Downs. Nope. Incomplete. 146. Was encouraged by the protection that time. For those of you who cannot hear the audio stream on Twitch, I'm going to send the link in the chat, and that's the YouTube feed. So that's what I told you is going to happen. They'll probably throw an incomplete pass, and then they'll run, and then they'll call a timeout. And now it's the Niners that are calling the timeouts. Interesting that he didn't. I thought he would have there. Well, it's because it's a cat and mouse game. But now neither team wants. It's the coaches play with the clock management here all the time, and it's like the Niners are going to gamble that if they get a stop here, then they'll call their timeout, but not before. And the Colts are going to run the clock way down, so if they have to punt, then that'll the. Nah, because if they stopped and now the Colts got a first down, now they got all the clock preserved and all their timeouts. Rivers takes another shot downfield, deflected and out of bounds. Pierce can't bring it in. There is a flag. And the receiver can hesitate and stop, and then when he embellished the bump. Oh, in LA, in San Francisco, the weather was bad. Well, that's a huge play. Go for the Niners getting it back and having a chance to go up 17 or 14. Nope. One angle looked a lot worse than the other. So now, at least the Niners aren't going to get it back, almost for sure. 59 seconds. Colts can get aggressive here at Frisco 41. 3 timeouts left. Gun backs offset to the right. 2 receivers each way. Rivers back. 4-man rush. Fires. Caught. Downs. Out of bounds at the 26. 53 seconds to go. Let's slow it down. Let's slow. Enough going out of bounds and stopping the clock. No more. The clock is not a factor. Here's a running play. Taylor bangs his way through for about 3. Excellent call. Run a little clock. 2nd and 7. He's having text message glitches. Stuff's not getting through. He might have went who knows how long. I heard him doing that earlier. We were sitting down for dinner, and all of a sudden he started getting blowed up, and I'm going like, "Who's texting you right now? Like, why do you?" Yeah, I know that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm out on those group things for the most part. Yeah, that's because I mean, if you got something to say, call me or whatever. 2nd and 12. Timeout here with 32 seconds left. That's using a timeout there is fine. 30. Got it down to 32. Yeah, I know. Purdy must have hit his finger on the helmet. He keeps sucking on his middle finger. The quarterback for the Niners has been. Okay. Yeah, maybe he got hit early in the game. Tough to know. It's bleeding or something. He doesn't want to cover it up. To the right, Taylor blocks four-man rush, fires it. Taylor on the dump to the 25, to the 22, to the 20. Now the clock Colts are have to play faster, call a timeout. So they have one left at the 20. It'll be third and shortish, maybe three. Right. You certainly don't want to become one-dimensional, and it's not the dimension that you're good at. Every time it looks like he throws it, it looks like he's ready to, like somebody shot him. Like, I mean, just I know, but it looks it's got it's, it's just got more protracted. It said today we're 14 for 20. Once he decides to top taking the NFL health insurance for the next 5 years, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Third and four. The backfield's no longer empty. Taylor's offset to the left, two to the left, two to the right. Taylor or Rivers throws it. Not enough air under it. Warren can't get to it, and the Colts are going to have to settle for a field goal. Yeah, he's mad at him. He's right. He's mad at himself because he just needed to get the ball out there. The receiver got himself open. I mean, did have him. He absolutely had him. Just throw it out a little further. And there's nobody behind him. 39-yarder, right down the middle. I think he hasn't missed any in for the Colts. 60. Yeah. Oh, the Raiders dirty shot at him. The Colts blocked the punt against the Raiders early in the game, and the Colts were just kicking the crap out of them. It was like the third quarter, and the second quarter. I don't know. The Colts were above 21-0 or something, or 20, and the guy kicks the extra point, but the Raiders just comes in and just takes him all the way out. Like it was a complete cheap shot. I think it was the second year. Yeah. That sounds right. Yeah, this is second. That sounds right. He is a second year, but yeah, he was. I don't think he'd missed but one all year when they did that. And that was on like week 6 or something. 5. Okay, let's reset everything here as we get closer to the half. I need to work on halftime stuff. What do we go? We have 4:46 and a half. And I assume the Niners are going to run this thing out at 24-17. They'll start at the first half. Live price 7.5, and I agree with. I actually think seven's probably better. I like second half pick, and I guess they're using the Niners the favorite because of the fact that they can get the ball first. 65.5, 66, 41, 24.5. I think 26 is a better number. All right, so I think the number should be picked in 26. Let's see what they come with, assuming that nothing else happens here. At the 10, the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. No flags. 11 seconds left, and the Niners have a chance to get in the field goal range. We don't want to do that because then you give them the time. I mean, the goal is to kick it to between the 5 and the 2 if you can pull that off. Ball at the 40, they need about 20 yards to get in the field goal range. Purdy is studying things. And it could take 3 if it's an incomplete pass. Drops back, plenty of time. Rushing only 3, rolls right, fires left. Caught out of bounds, 3 seconds left. You were right. Now it's a situation where they're there, but it's 62 yards maybe. No, the Jaguars beat the Raiders this year on a game that could really be bad for the Colts, and he broke the record in Las Vegas to win the game. 67. That was Tucker. This will be from 63 or 64. It looks like he's lining up a yard deeper than I thought. Bourne kind of caught that and ran backwards a yard, which may end up hurting him here. If he can run straight out of bounds, Snap down up. If it's right down the middle, if it's enough leg. Off the bar and short. 24-17 at the break. I just told you that that yard that he ran backwards might end up being a big deal here. Most points in the first half of Monday night games since 2018. Can't. No, of course not. He almost got it. Oh gosh, I mean, 8 inches. It's not much longer. Or if the ball hits at a different angle on the, if it's yeah, if it flips the other way. 24-17 at the break. Uh, Niners do get it first. Right line for me is pick a 26. Let's see what we see. Hang tight. Shanahan and the Niners are 9-0 when ahead at halftime. No, tomorrow. Good question. Thank you for setting me up on a tee here, Stephen, for the group. Before I go to these halftime prices, will be tomorrow going to meet friends. Bellarmine, Kentucky play at Rupp at 1, and Louisville plays in a bowl game against Toledo, I believe, at 2. And they're going. Yeah, we're going to go. Oh yeah, and then there's 3 games total tomorrow: 2, 5:30, and 9. I'll probably be out with my friends watching U of L, and after that, I have no clue what we'll do. This same day last year, we did a lot of stuff afterwards. I think we went to the off track betting and then went to the boat. We had all kinds of crap. I mean, it was a fiasco. There was all kinds of stuff happening. So it was the same inter of last year, the same day. This could have end up having a good crowd tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. Let me look and see. Wednesday, there's only one gig. That's Cal in Hawaii on Christmas Eve. Um, I may try to put out a tweet on Christmas Eve at like, I don't know, 6 p.m. Hang on. Hey, Pops, church on Christmas Eve. Did you guys figure out what you want to do with that? I know there's 3 different services on the 23rd and the 24th. I know that they're earlier on the 24th. I'm just curious. It's not like I can't remember the times, but anyways, I think it's the other way around. I think 3 5. I think. Don't quote me on that because I know that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm out on that. The 24th. Okay. Yeah, they're not the seven. Okay. Yeah, the 7 o'clock. I'm out if we end up doing anything because I would prefer earlier because the Hawaii game starts at 8. I want to be home for that in case we decide to work. The 3 and the 5. If there's 3 and a 5 is what I would prefer. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that, but let's. I vote for 5. Well, yeah, it's fun. Talk to the Christie and see what they say. Anyways, but I'll send out a tweet or I'll consider depending on what I have no idea. Some people might actually want to watch Hawaii on the stream and get away from family, and some don't. So I have no idea. The 24th, like I said, that game starts at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, California to Hawaii. The 25th, there's 5 games in the NBA and there are 3 in the NFL, and the card is an atrocity. But again, some people may want to watch, so I may try to schedule something up, and I'll put it on the Twitch, my Twitch about page where the schedule is, and get that set up to where the schedule will show what time I plan on starting on Christmas. I certainly will work for a while on Christmas Day. I'll try to set it up as the games might look better. There is no college basketball the 24th, 25th, 26th, and there are 3 bowl games Friday the 26th, and I believe there's an NFL game every day starting on Thursday. The 3 Thursday games turned into some turds. The one Friday game is a good one, and then the Saturday there's 1,000 bowl games, but I'm going to be probably not doing anything early and maybe try to be around late just based on familial obligations. So that's how things stand. I'll certainly by tomorrow at the latest by noon Eastern, I will have the schedule tentatively planned and up on the Twitch page. And of course, when I go live, I will put it on to Twitter as well, or X. Let you know. Live halftime price. Sorry, Niners are basically a half flat, half dog 20 favor, which I think that's I thought I like the pick number better, especially with the game sitting on 7. That half point matters. I would lean the Colts plus a half and 24 and a half which again, I think that's just a smidge low, but I'm not interested in going over 24.5, given that we just had the most points scored of any Monday Night Football game in the first half since 2018. So lots of action in this first half. You've gotten your money's worth, and certainly if you have an over, you're really close to cashing already. 24-17 Niners at the break. We'll have about 8 minutes, maybe 8.5 minutes till the second half kickoff. What else is happening here in the world of sports that I can run you down some scores? A couple of hockey games going about 10-15 minutes. Seattle is in Anaheim. The Ducks are anywhere from $1.65-70. Comeback is in the 50-55 range. 6.5 over 15. Kings are at home against Columbus. $1.55-ish. 6 under, 5.5 over the totals. Tampa beat St. Louis 4-1. Philly leads Vancouver 3-0. 10.5 to go in the third. In the NBA, Charlotte has beaten Cleveland. I'm sorry, that's fake news. Yeah, Cleveland wins at 139-132. Boston comes back from 8 down at the end of 3 to win it by 8 against the Pacers, 103-95. They do not cover any numbers, and everything stays under. Dallas and New Orleans, 90-83 in the fourth quarter, just started in New Orleans. Pelicans playing better lately. Denver 60-35 over Denver late in the second. And Memphis in Oklahoma City down by 1, middle of the first quarter. Two other games about to go in the next 15 minutes. Orlando is in Golden State. Warriors 6, 227.5, 228. Detroit at Portland. The Pistons laying 6, 234.5 the total there. College, not really anything of much note tonight in the early slate. Temple beat Princeton 65-61. Let's see what else is out there. Illinois is beating Missouri like a borrowed mule, 75-41 in St. Louis. The border war, not much of a war tonight. 4:42 left in the second half there. And IUPUI or Indianapolis is playing once again. These games are not anywhere near the totals that we saw earlier. 76-66, 5 minutes to go. No other scores of any note. East Carolina, North Carolina, blowout. Interesting game tonight in Moraga as St. Mary's will host Northern Iowa. They're laying 11.5. It seems a little high. 132 the total. Randy Bennett's team has basically won the games they're supposed to. Have a couple of losses to really good teams. The other games that also go at 10. Sacramento State, Cal State, Northridge, 8.5, 9, and 165 in Northridge. And San Diego and Washington, the Huskies, 18, 18.5, 19 against USD, total 159.5, 160. That's on the Big Ten channel. Goes at the top of the hour or sometime close to it after Wisconsin finishes off Central Michigan. They're up 26 with 3:32 to go there. That'll set the stage for everything. Second half, let's see. Is there anything else today? Half point still, half dog. There's some money popping up. Circa's a half flat. War's a half flat. STS is half flat. So there's still some Niner support, but a lot of the places offshore, there is some Colt money. 24.5 flat, 24.5 over a quarter, 25 at Chris. I thought 26 was right. I have no strong opinion. Half I made it pick. So once again, we roll with nothing other than all these points after almost an hour and 40 minutes. Nothing to recommend in terms of what to bet. Sorry about that. You can't force it. It just has to be there. Let's see. At the break, I am going to take a break. We have about let's see, about 5 minutes to go before the second half starts. I'm going to take, let's call it 3 minutes. And we'll be back just before the second half kick with one last update before the prices come. Talk to you shortly. How much audio's back on here? How much time is it? Does the score have to be? Or how much time is in the game when they start the clock? Okay. Like if it's 38-2 in the first quarter, did they start that already? Or I mean, I don't know. I'll ask Dad or I'll ask somebody. What's the rule? No matter what time in the game there is. Okay, yeah, I'm just curious. I've never heard of that running clock rule in high school. That would make sense. I would buy that. 30 points or 35 points in the second half, I'm okay with it. Well, yeah. So if it's 73-2 with 4 minutes to go in the first half, then yeah, if you want a running clock, then that's fine, I guess. But yeah, I was at Turfway Park yesterday with two friends, and I couldn't. Yeah, I did see it. I saw it, but there was no audio, so I didn't know what the hell was happening. The ref's making all these noises. He's like, okay, and I heard it. I was reading his lips. I saw the game is over, and I'm like, so the clock did run out, and that was it. Hang on, I want to hear this. Zero TD allowed in the third quarter of the last 7 games. So clearly, this guy knows what he's doing, coaching with the adjustment. Okay. The first one he didn't. He got jammed. That show was not interference. On the second one you're talking about. Yeah. Half the dog a quarter, half the dog 15 at the end here. 24 and a half flat, 24 and a half under 15. A little bit of understeam. Makes a little bit of sense given all the points scored in the first quarter or the first half. Another good return for the Niners after the 36 is where they'll start. Got a little bit of niceties. Colts lead at 20, or Niners lead at 24-17 to start the third. And they'll have the ball. Colts played 7 straight games without giving up a touchdown in the third quarter. And that's pretty good given you say they take the ball the time. Yeah, I mean, but they played good teams in the last 7 games. Is my point. I mean, it doesn't matter on this play, but the fact is, at halftime that matters because of the fact that there's adjustments that are made. Yeah, well, you're not splitting the atom. That's right. The Colts. I assume that the Colts probably aren't good against tight ends. Is that an issue? The fantasy nerds are all monster game for Kittles. They get into Colts territory after one play. McCaffrey with only 1 yard on first down. Could have been on purpose. Again, I don't. As long as the offense was scoring points, I mean, so he makes the adjustments at halftime and doesn't let the coach figure it out before halftime. I mean, it's what you're just biding your time there. 4-man rush. Drops back, fires it to the left, and it's caught at the line of scrimmage. He's your captain. 3rd and 9. 48. Robinson the catch. Yeah, because he kicked the field goal. Kittle had a one hand on the ball in the end zone and couldn't bring it in at the 2-minute warning. Curious to see if the Niners are trying to get maybe 4 or 5 yards here and put up either a makeable 4th down or a field goal that's a little bit closer. It's close. It's where they missed from at the end. A catch. Jennings catches it down to the 26, first down Niners. It's out. At the 26. Motion. Would you check again? Here comes the. Oh, it's play fake. Nah, I don't think so. They've run that formation where Juszczyk starts in the H back roll and then motions back into fullback, and they've ran the ball of that formation all night except for once. That's the second time they've done play action out of it. Option route. Yeah, it looked busted because Juszczyk fell down, but it was always going to be a play fake. 7 for $1.15 for Kittle. Goal to go again for the Niners at the 4. Purdy, Caffrey, nothing. Clock will move inside of 11 and a half to go before the next snap. Second and goal at the 4. Second and goal. Motion left, right for Juszczyk. Purdy, plenty of time. Only rushing 3. Rolls right. Keeps rolling right. Fires out of bounds. Third and goal. Well, it's hard to get open when you only got 4 yards to work with, and they drop 8 guys back. I mean, that's anybody gets open there, you got a real issue with a lot of things. There's just no space to go. Another third down play here as the Niners try to bang it in, go up 2 touchdowns. The Colts will try to hold them to what at this point would be a very successful field goal. Trips right, back off to the right. They're going to throw it to him again. Jennings catches it, touchdown. 30-17 point pending. 10:58 to go in the third. 4-yard catch from Jennings from Purdy. 4 minutes and 2 seconds. 63 yards. 7 plays. So it trips right. They tried to overload that side. He ran it. He wasn't able to go to the right. He had to cut it back in. Jennings was open. 31-17. 10:58 to go in the third. That was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny, actually. But yeah. Correct. Touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. Missed field goal, touchdown. Well, even a field goal would have been horrible there, given how the drive started. If you could have got kept them out of the end zone, hold them to 3. This is as good as they've looked on offense. Yeah, whatever they must have saw something last week for sure. I have it myself. I know it's probably available in the box. I haven't watched any of my Christmas stuff yet. I may have to do that. I don't know, tomorrow or Christmas Eve, maybe in the morning. Uh, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is a must. Die Hard is I think it's a must. Why debate? It's a Christmas movie. It's on Christmas Day. I don't know how can anybody say it's not a Christmas movie? Like I You're just the one that brought it up, not me. Okay. Well, I only watch it at Christmas. That's it. I don't watch it any other time because it's on Christmas. The movie takes place on Christmas Day. It's on Christmas night. Nakatomi Towers. I've watched the other Die Hards, or at least a couple of the earlier ones, two and three, I think, and I'm just like kind of like they were okay, but nothing great. Who? Okay, so Willis and Die Hard, you like okay? Big return to the 35. If he busted it through one more guy, that was it. There wasn't anybody left. Niners are laying 11, 70.5 in total. Minus money. There's some 13 dog money at Pinnacle. 11.5. There is some 10.5 out there as well. 69.5 the total. There is a 70. I can't get excited about anything at this point. I'm looking for something to develop, and it's just I can't make hide nor hair if the Colts can ever try to get back in with defense. The market clearly thinks they're going to keep scoring. They got the game where it's a little lower than what the Niners are up by. Give us to Taylor on first down, no gain. I'm going to call it. No, I have the viewers. I lost my viewers. I lost my viewers after the internet went out earlier, and I'm not seeing much of anything on Twitch or YouTube either. There is a flag. I'll stick it out for this drive and then I'll call it, depending on if we don't get more people checking it out soon. It's just unfortunate that we lost the feed earlier with the internet outage for a couple minutes, and I don't know how to get it back. I don't have any IT tendencies. This happened the other night, and I lost everybody too. So sorry about all that. It's unfortunate that it happened. So we're going to tack on 15 here. They called it on two for the Niners. Was his knee? I thought his knee wasn't even down yet. I don't. How's that a penalty? Well, it's a first down for the Colts after midfield now. I didn't think his knee was down. Trips left here. Rivers has his back also to his left. It's a draw play to Taylor. Bangs his way through for two. That'll run it down to 10 minutes to go. You just got to slow the rush. You got to slow that. You got to slow the rush down. No, you can't just let them start teeing off on the quarterback the whole. I mean, once you become one dimensional, especially if the dimension's the wrong one for how your team is built, then you got problems. At the 49, second 9, trips right to the left, to the right, complete. Niners were saying incomplete, and Pittman thinks he's down. Give him 14, first down Indy. 9.5 to go. Clock continues to move. Now we're going to have a challenge. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what they saw that I didn't. You say he's 2 for 3? 1 for 3. I've seen stranger crap happen, but I'm like you. I can't see how they turn that away. That's what I was asking Dad about earlier. The Colts guy, the challenge guy for the Colts, I think is pretty good if I remember right from memory. And you're right; that's the job that I could do. That's the only one I'd want to do: clock management and challenge, or one or the other. I'm pretty sure I could contribute especially if they give you the right replays. If you don't get the right replays, because you don't have much time, you got to make a decision. Anything 7 to 10 seconds tops after the play happens. They gave him Toradol last night. I'm sure of that. He's because he looked good early in the game, and he's been banged up. He hasn't looked like shit for 2 months. So I'm convinced that at the end of the year we're going to hear something. Lamar Jackson's going to have like multiple surgeries. Like there's no way he can be healthy because he's not moving. He hasn't been moving at all. Well, that's not true. I mean, well, it's not. In week one this year against the Bills, he was as healthy as he's been forever, and they were great. Okay, that's fair. I thought you were talking like that you can't stay healthy any years. You can't, that's okay. That's fair. For three quarters, I had them as I had a because their power ranking so high. They were favored at the Chiefs early in the season, even though they'd lost a couple games. I mean, Buffalo's power rating or Baltimore's power rating at the start of the year was to a level that I had never seen. And through halftime, I talked to some people and I said, I think Baltimore, if they play like this, they'll never lose a game to nobody. And now they're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, so I think that a lot of that has to do with the defense has been worse this year. And then, of course, Jackson hasn't been healthy. I mean, and it's amazing. Henry didn't have a fumble since about middle school, and he's lost about six this year. I mean, I think he lost. Well, the one in the Ravens game was just a freak play. I mean, they run the ball, they're up to touch. I mean, just like, and it was at the most inopportune time of the year. I mean, anyways. Obviously, they lost the challenge. First down, Colts 9:13 to go. Live price 8. There is some 9.5 out there. Total 71 ish. Taylor bangs his way for about 3. That's him. That's him. You're down 14. He's down 4. They're down 14. He's looking for a bigger trying to get a chunk. Trips left. Back is offset to the left again. They had this formation earlier in the drive. Here's motion right for downs. Here comes a blitz. Fires it before the blitz gets home. Incomplete. Warren's throw to first throw to Warren wasn't quite there. A little short. 3rd and 7. A committee of leaders. The Colts have you heard of this or not? At the 33, 3rd and 7 for the Colts. Down by 2 touchdowns. Pittman, motion left, trips left. Did again, brought it again. Incomplete. No flags. And they're going to have to kick a field goal. The last two plays have been. They sent 6 that time. They 6 and play before that, too. I thought that ball could have been caught. Tough to say for sure. Yeah. 51 yarder coming from Groupie. Snap down up. It's good. 31-20. Niners. All right. Have a good night. All right. Take care. At 2. Have a good night. I think I'm going to call it here after this commercial break. I'm not. I lost my audience when the internet went out. They had good momentum going too. It's too bad. Frisco 11 and a half on the live price, 70 and a half, 71. Again, I can't figure anything out here betting wise. I certainly could not lay anything with the Niners, given the fact that the back door is always going to be wide open and the Colts are going to continue to fire shots. But having Indianapolis isn't any fun either. It's another situation where they've just can't get any big stops. This drive will matter. If the Colts can get off the field here fairly quickly, then at least it gives them a shot to get a stop and a score and make it competitive. Let's see if they can do it. It hasn't been promising, that's for sure. And yeah, with nothing to play, 31-20 Niners in Indianapolis, the lead, trying to stay alive for the number one seed. There is 11 and a half flat out there. There's 11 dog money, 10 minus 36 at Pinnacle, 69 and a half over, 70 and a half under. There is some 70 and a half flat. MGM 71 and a half under 30. Bodog 70 and a half over a quarter. Again, I got nothing to do with it. Chris is way high, 70 and a half over 40. But yeah, that'll do it from here. Good luck to you, whatever you decide to do the rest of the way. And I'll check back in with you, not tomorrow, but definitely on Wednesday at some point for a little bit of the Hawaii Bowl. Most likely I'll have the schedule out. We'll see how people respond. If there are people hanging out Wednesday night, I'll stay on the stream. If not, I'll get out. No big deal. And then Thursday, certainly on Christmas, I'll have a little bit. Friday, certainly a little bit as well. And then Saturday evening. But again, I'll put the schedule on Twitch TV later. Thanks for checking everything out with me tonight. I am Rex Byers, your host of the SweatBox, YouTube TV, Twitch TV. Take care. Good night. God bless. Merry Christmas.